What happens when you wake up in a hospital bed with no memory of who you are and suddenly realize you are absolutely adorable? Welcome to the wild, hilarious, and heart-string-tugging first episode of plus-sized Misadventures in Love, where our heroine, Yumeko, is about to take viewers on a ride packed with unexpected twists, bold self-love, and one seriously shocking murder mystery. Stick with me, because this episode does not hold back. The story launches with a powerful gut-punch. Yumeko, usually a reserved and deeply insecure office worker, finds herself on the edge of despair. She's hurt, inside and out, and her early words echo with pain. I deserved it. It hurts. I can't breathe. Make it stop. She's not just physically suffering, she's carrying unbearable emotional wounds, convinced that someone who looks like her could never be loved by someone beautiful. That core belief about her worth sets the stage for everything that follows. Fast forward through a blur of chaos as Yumeko's rushed to the hospital. Barely conscious, her parents terrified for her life. But as soon as Yumeko comes to, surprise, she doesn't remember them, doesn't even remember her own name. The reaction is equal parts relief and confusion. Her parents are delighted she's alive, but freaked out by her amnesia, especially when Yumeko starts gushing, with total sincerity, about how cute she looks. That's not the Yumeko they know. The old Yumeko wouldn't even allow a mirror in her room. Suddenly, the girl who hated her reflection is swooning over her puppy, bright eyes and cherry lips. It's as if someone swapped out the core of who she is. A doctor confirms the diagnosis. Yumeko has retrograde amnesia, likely caused by the brain injury from her fall. And yes, her personality might change because of it. The neighbors and family whisper, worried about what people will think. But Yumeko, she's thrilled to be alive, excited for another chance, and treating her memory loss like a golden ticket to start fresh. Instead of wallowing, she's enthusiastically exploring her room, shocked at how cool everything seems, and determined to find out who she used to be. She grabs her phone, hoping for clues, only to realize she barely has any photos of herself, but a ton of secretly snapped close-ups of a mysterious handsome guy. A sprinkle of humor mixes with real sadness. Her past self was so insecure she avoided taking selfies. Maybe I was a woman in love, Yumeko wonders, piecing together her lost past through fragments. Her family, mindful of appearances and workplace rumors, urge her to get back to work quickly. Yumeko, thrilled to discover she's 24, and feeling such an adult, marches off to her old job, excited but anxious to face her coworkers and maybe, just maybe, solve the mystery of her former life. But returning is more complicated than she imagined. She stops at a local park on her way to work, drawn there by a strange gut feeling, and guess who she runs into? You got it, the guy from the secret photos. Is he an old flame, a forbidden crush, or just another office worker? Yumeko introduces herself, asks if they know each other, and is met with a curt, no. Talk about awkward. Realizing she must have been secretly longing for him from afar, Yumeko helps him anyway, offers water, and worries he's overworked. It's their vibe that kicks off something new. She's bold, funny, and kind, even a bit flirty, leaving him amused but confused. Arriving at the office, Yumeko is raring to go, but her coworkers are stunned by her dramatic new personality. Where once she was silent and withdrawn, now she's cheerful, brimming with warmth, and thinks she's rocking her coral pink blush a little too good. Her supervisor, Chief Mizono, is introduced, a direct, almost chilly presence that makes Yumeko distinctly uncomfortable in a way she can't quite explain. Saki Tamai, her colleague, becomes her first genuine ally, walking Yumeko through the day, answering questions, and trying to treat her gently. The team is deep in a product meeting, brainstorming ideas for the summer's hottest potato chips. The pressure is on. Management shoots down every suggestion. Yumeko wants to contribute, and, with a flash of self-inspired ingenuity, digs up her old idea notebook. She's blown away by the creativity of her pre-accident self, but devastated by the self-loathing scrawled in the margins. Someone fat like me planning sweets. What a joke. Worthless. Pigs shouldn't talk. Those words are a dagger. She realizes how much she used to hate herself, and how much of life she wasted drowning in negative thoughts. But that stops today. Yumeko jumps up and pitches a wild, summery chip flavor inspired by colorful powders, watermelon, shaved ice, ramune soda. Some find it gross, but others think it's genius and social media worthy. Saki backs Yumeko, and, miracle, her idea is chosen for further development. This marks a huge shift. Not only does Yumeko start to rediscover her own strengths, as she begins to push back against the hurtful assumptions of her previous self. With her first victory under her belt, things suddenly take a darker turn. The police call AT what everyone thought was a suicide attempt now looks like possible murder. The investigation reveals suspicious evidence. Her fingerprints aren't consistent with jumping. Unable to remember the moments leading up to her fall, Yumeko is thrust into a whodunit right alongside her quest for happiness and self-acceptance. Immediately, her mind whirls with dramatic possibilities as C was the guy from her secret photos, a secret agent trying to take her out. Maybe a jealous rival in love, or perhaps an obsessed coworker. The potential suspects multiply, underscoring the real danger beneath this fluffy, feel-good comedy. It's not only a rom-com, but a full-blown mystery. Back at work, Yumeko's new confidence is put to the test. During lunch, coworkers jockey for position with Saki and Yumeko, commenting on her appetite and physique with teasing jabs. Rather than retreat, Yumeko responds with humor and warmth, turning back remarks about her weight into empowering statements about beauty at any size and refusing to let body shaming get her down. Saki and Yumeko's bond continues to build. They exchange tips, ideas, and support. However, outside their friendship, office gossip simmers. Saki's only valued for her looks. Yumeko's just the fat girl. It's the kind of cruel, toxic chatter that would have crushed her before, but now Yumeko stands up loudly instead, directly confronting her critics and defending both Saki and herself. She's not only changed on the inside, she's refusing to hide anymore. Just as Yumeko is finding her feet, Disaster strikes D. Her precious idea notebooks vanish, hinting at sabotage or jealousy from someone in the office. As the episode closes, Yumiko strikes a quirky, upbeat note, breaking the fourth wall, wishing some dashing hero would step in to help her out. We get a playful, next time teaser. There's more intrigue coming, with both her mystery man from the park and the enigmatic vice president. So, what's the big takeaway from episode 1? Yumiko's near-death experience and amnesia trigger a radical transformation. Where once she was drowning in self-hate, now she's embracing each day, her curves, her confidence, and her ambition with wild, infectious energy. But beneath the comedy and romance, the episode plants seeds for a gripping murder mystery. Was Yumiko the target of foul play? Who can she trust? And who's hiding secrets? As Yumiko strives to rewrite her own story, at work, in friendship, and maybe with love, she's also racing to recover lost memories that could save her life. It's a fresh, surprising take on body positivity, female relationships, and the courage it takes to start over. You'll root for Yumiko, laugh at her mishaps, and H for her past struggles, all while wondering who pushed her and why. Thanks for watching. If you loved this twist-filled, heartwarming recap, let me know your own theories in the comments. Was it suicide, or is murder afoot? Who's your favorite character so far? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives and recaps. This is just the beginning. See you at episode 2.